So you've been looking into Google Ads and SEO, and you're trying to work out which one is right for your business or a business you work for. In this video, I'm going to share the key differences between Google Ads and SEO, how to work out what budget you'll need for each one, when it's most appropriate to use each one, and based on the business you are or the business you're working for, how to work out which one is most appropriate. Spoiler alert. In reality, you're probably going to want to use a bit of both. However, there are key differences between them. I'm going to explain that so you understand, and then you can work out what balance is going to be best for your business. Both of them do require a lot of time and effort to get right. So you're going to want to start with one of them that's more appropriate for your business and then build in the next one as you go. Okay, let's get started. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I've spent over 15 years working in marketing. I also have a degree and a postgraduate degree in marketing, and I was part of a group at the Chartered Institute of Marketing for a while. I'm here to help you optimize your marketing so you can save time and increase your return on investment. First of all, let's look at the key differences between Google Ads and SEO. First, Google Ads requires continuous spend, so you need a consistent budget for this one. SEO requires a lot of work up front, but once it's done, there's no ongoing costs. Next is the time frame. Google Ads can give you instant traffic to your website, but of course it will stop if the budget runs out. SEO can take months to see the results, but it has long-term longevity. Effort. I would say Google Ads is slightly less effort, although you do have to be active in the campaign management and strategy. SEO requires slightly more effort in terms of content creation, link building, and the technical optimizations. Next, the scenarios where Google Ads might be better for you are quick visibility for a new product launch, seasonal promotions or sales, and in highly competitive industries where organic rankings are very difficult. Now, the scenarios where SEO might be better, building long-term authority in your niche. You have the time and resources to invest in content and on-page optimizations. And if you have a lower budget, but you're able to keep the effort going. So the summary is this: Google Ads is better when you have a budget now and you have the need to get traffic to the website. If you want Google Ads to be a success from the start, you also need these elements: a really good landing page, and a product or offer that has already been selling well. The reason why that's important is that you've already tested the market and you know what converts with your audience. Google Ads is more instant, but you definitely need to allow for some budget for testing at the start. No matter how well your landing page converts or how good your offer is, or even how good your ads agency is or freelancer that you're working with, you still need some time at the start to test and optimize and make sure the campaigns are working properly. And SEO is the long game. It's more effort over a longer period of time, but you're not constantly paying for it, and that's the main difference. It's better if you have a smaller budget, but you're able to keep it going for a long time and wait for the results to come in over the long term. Okay, let's talk about budget, because we've mentioned having a high budget or a low budget, but that is subjective. It means different things to different people. Some might say 5,000 a month is low, but others will think that's a lot of money. So let's go into how you can work out what budget you would need for each of them. The answer is, it depends. It depends on your competition. When you look at Google, whether it's the organic traffic or the paid, you're always competing with others in your industry. In organic search, we refer to it as a ranking. So whether you're in position 1, position 2, position 3, etc. And in ads, it's an auction. So you're paying more to appear at the top. So what you need to do is put together a plan and do your research. With both of these, you can use SEO tools or Google Keywords Planner to look at volume forecasts and competition to work out exactly where your website could rank and for what budget. I'm not going to go into depth in all of this in this video because I do have another video all about keyword research and how to do this for SEO. I'll put the link up here. If you don't want to do this yourself, I recommend speaking to an expert. That could be a freelancer or an agency who can do the keyword research for you, and they'll be able to give you an idea of how much work would be required in terms of the SEO side, or or how much budget you would need from an ad side. Now, with the research, it is always going to be an estimate. Either you yourself, or if you work with somebody else, they'll be able to give you a pretty good idea of what it would take in terms of budget or effort to rank for a certain keyword, or how much you would need to spend to get the top positions. They'll be able to give you an idea. However, in reality, things can always change. With things like Google Ads, new competitors could come in, start pushing all the bids up, or with SEO, the competitors could also start to produce a lot more content, better content. These things can happen. So you yourself can get a really good idea, or if you use somebody else, they can help you to get a really good estimate. But always remember that it is just an estimate. It could be easier, it could be harder. So don't stick to it as a rigid plan, but look at it as a good guide to give you a good idea of what it could take. And hopefully your results will be somewhere around what you've estimated. So for the last part of the video, I'm going to go through some different scenarios that you can think about to work out whether Google Ads or SEO are going to be better for your business or the business you're working for. So when I mention each of these, think about the business and whether it fits into the Google Ads category or the SEO category. You can even have a checklist to work out which side of the coin you're on. But remember, you're probably going to end up doing a bit of both. The thing you need to work out is which one is more appropriate and which one you think will give you better results. Here we go. Competitive markets. If you're in a highly competitive industry, Google Ads can help you to cut through all of the noise and appear at the top of the search results. However, in competitive industries, you do need a bigger budget. And that's because there are more people bidding and pushing the bids up, trying to get a slice of the pie. To reduce your costs with Google Ads in a competitive market, it's best to focus on the conversion aspect as much as you can. So make sure your landing pages are optimized, the offer is right, the target audience is right, the target keywords are right. Optimize and focus as much as you can so you're not wasting budget on irrelevant keywords and irrelevant traffic. In a competitive market with SEO, you can focus on building authority. So consistently creating high quality content over a long period of time can help you to beat your competitors. And also focusing on certain topics or pain points that are highly relevant to your audience will help you stand out against your competitors. Okay, next, the type of product or service that you have. Google Ads is best if you have a product or service with a high buyer intent. And what that means is people are actively searching specifically for your product or service. So it's not a completely new product or service that nobody has ever heard of or they don't know that they need at this point. It's something that exists. There are other competitors as well. That's actually a good thing when it comes to Google Ads, that there are other products or services in the market people are searching for. So they're actually looking for alternatives and which of these products or services are best for them. Because Google Ads works well for immediate purchases and lead generation. SEO is better for products or services with longer buyer journeys. So that could be a very niche product or service, or it could be one where the customer needs to do a lot of research before making a decision. SEO gives you the platform to make a lot more content around different areas. And you're able to nurture customers down the funnel, even if the buying journey is very long. You might be thinking that in your business, you've got both of these types of products or services. You've got some that are more of an immediate purchase, and you've got some that take a lot more time. So think about that and the way you can use Google Ads and SEO for each of those types of product or service. The next part to think about is the consistency of the traffic. With Google Ads, of course, the traffic stops when you stop paying. So if you need immediate traffic and an immediate boost, Google Ads could be right for this. But if you're looking for the long-term consistent growth that builds over time, SEO is the way to go. With SEO, even though it takes more time and it requires a lot of content at the start, once you've built a solid foundation, the traffic will keep coming in even if you pause your optimization efforts for a while. So it can bring in more consistent and reliable traffic over time. The next part is the technical requirements. Now, Google Ads does require a lot of knowledge in terms of the data and the technical setup. I would say that from a technical point of view, Google Ads is slightly easier. In general, most of the technical part is in the initial setup. There are some ongoing technical requirements needed, but once the technical setup is done, it's more about looking at the data week to week and optimizing the campaigns based on the information that you get from the data. So less technical involvement at that point. With SEO, it also does require technical expertise. Typically, people start with an audit at the start, and that includes a technical audit, where you're looking at the website and the website performance, and in terms of SEO, how the technical setup is affecting SEO. And once you've solved some of the major SEO problems, what you'll find with SEO is that in general, the technical requirements of SEO, there's always sort of other things that crop up from a technical perspective. They might not be as important, but that's where you sort of need some idea of the technical part behind it to understand which technical parts are important, which are a priority, which are not. And if you've got some technical background, you can also fix some of those technical issues. So you do need a bit of ongoing technical expertise with SEO, less than with Google Ads. And the last one to think about is the audience behavior. So Google Ads is more for the customer who is searching actively for that product or service. It's where they're using the search engine to make a purchase decision. And SEO can capture the audience before this stage. So when they're not actively searching for a product or service, they're more looking for information to solve their problem. That's where SEO can come in, so you can capture the lead at an earlier stage. So to recap, when you're deciding between Google Ads and SEO, it's not just about the budget. You also need to think about the competitiveness of your market, the nature of your product, the audience behavior, how quickly you need results, and how consistent you want the traffic to be. Google Ads offers fast, controllable, and highly targeted traffic, but it comes at a cost. SEO gives you long-term sustainable results, but it usually requires more effort and more technical expertise. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Every business is different. Look at your goals, the buyer's journey, audience behavior, and your budget before making a decision. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Please can you do one thing for me? Click the like button if you found this video helpful. And for more marketing tips, click subscribe. Finally, please check out my latest video, which you can see here. Thanks for watching, and here's to your marketing success.